Hey guys, I'm Matt Goldsman from GamersCast, little website I run online, and here is, well, I guess you could call this a walkthrough in a way, but it's not really, it's Pac-Man. You can't really call it a, well, now you know what it is. Obviously, you know what it, oh my god, this is a terrible start for a video. Basically, this is Pac-Man Championship Edition Director's Cut DX. Basically, this game, I'm only making one video for this game because it's Pac-Man. That it doesn't. I'm not saying it's not worthy of a walkthrough, but there's really no way to do it. So it's just one gameplay video I'm making a video of, one incredibly long gameplay video. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut right here, and yeah. So if that cut didn't give it away, well. Well, you should know by now, this video is post-commentary, and I do not like doing post-commentary videos. Basically, what post-commentary means is I'm watching my previously recorded gameplay footage and talking about it while I watch it, as opposed to everything else I do is usually blind. I don't watch it. I just record it while I just talk while I play it for the very first time that I'm seeing it, because I think the reactions are a bit more legitimate. But yeah, this is the Pac-Man Championship Edition Director's Cut. I just left everything on the default settings for this. This is Championship 2 mode, and yeah, I left everything on the default settings, and I didn't realize this is beginner it was on. I didn't really know what I was doing at first, so I just figured it's normal Pac-Man. I get progressively better as this video goes on, but yeah, since it's on beginner, you can see at the bottom the game speed is at 1. That's incredibly slow for any Pac-Man standard, so yeah, it's a bit boring to start with, but then it picks up later. Like by the end of this video, I'm just basically just playing on expert because it's a lot more interesting to be playing at game speed 50. So yeah, the original video length of this video is about, I'd say, almost exactly 45 minutes, maybe a little bit less, but I'm going to be cutting it quite a bit, so yeah, it's going to be a bit shorter, probably not much, but a little bit. Actually, believe it or not, in this video, I do manage to get every single achievement in the game in that amount of time, which is just kind of ridiculous. Now here's the biggest new feature of the game, right there. That thing that just happened, that was awesome. Basically, ghosts up to, I don't think it's actually hundreds of ghosts. It's advertised as hundreds, but it's not actually 100. Just absolute massive amounts of ghosts will chase you throughout the game, and you can just eat them all in a line. And I've got to say, it's probably the most awesome feeling you'll ever have playing a video game. Remember Link jumping through the air, stabbing someone in the head? No, it doesn't even compare to that. It's just the most awesome feeling ever. But what I really like about this game is the strategy is entirely changed almost. Like in the old strategy, it was just like avoid the ghosts, get the dots. Oh, right there was another new feature. If you're in a pinch, it'll slow down and zoom in, giving you a split second more to react to what's going on. And you can then use the bomb. And what the bomb does is it sends the ghosts back to the middle. It doesn't get rid of any, it just sends them back to the middle to give you a little more time. And you only have a limited number of bombs, but for the most part, they're in good supply. As you can see right there, I have 10 left, so there's a very good supply of bombs readily available for your fun. See, right now, my idea was that you don't want to wake up the ghosts, but in reality, you want to get as big of a line as possible, so that way you can get massive points later. See, if I went down that middle line, all those ghosts would have woken up, and it would have been a ridiculous conga line of ghosts that I could have eaten right here. I mean, look at this. This is the most, tell me this isn't the most ridiculous line ever. I should have turned back there. Yeah, I doubled back for it. It's so weird doing it. And you see those, that pack ghost at the end that had, a blue dot? Like that guy. He had a blue dot. Those are the bombs that you can drop. So whenever you see them, it'll be a bomb. Some ghosts have power dots in them, so if you eat them, then your power dot renewed. Your power pellet renews. Sorry, I'm not up on my Pac-Man terminology. But here we go. This was 5-minute. I believe it was score attack. Yeah, it was score attack mode. And yeah, it's almost up. And beginner mode maxes out on game speed 30, which really isn't that fast at all. Like I said, game speed 50 is really the only speed that gives me trouble. Anything lower than that is, it's just, it's fast and fast-paced, but it just doesn't do it for me if it's lower than that. And plus, you can't really get a very high score when you're going this slow. So I like playing at 50 because it keeps you on your toes at all the time, and it's really ridiculously fast-paced. So yeah, right here, 580,000 for a first-time score, not bad. But what's ridiculous is how quickly you can rack in these achievements if you're somewhat experienced with Pac-Man. Watch this right here. Here it comes. Just push A. There we go. And bam, 5 for 60. That is ridiculous. It was score 500,000, finished score attack, and with no mistakes. That means don't die. Finish score attack, 30 ghosts in succession, and emit sparks for 1 second. And then the rest of these achievements that are empty, we're going to be getting those in this video too. So you might want to stick around for that. Alright, so here we are back at the menu for Championship 2 mode. Right now we're going to be doing time attack, which is very quick-paced game mode. Here we have the customization screen. You can change the background visuals, the character animations, and the music. So you can basically make any combination that you want. The object here of the time attack mode is to eat fruit as quickly as possible. To get fruit to appear, you have to clear all the pack dots on your side, so it's basically a race to clear the course as quickly as possible, to the degree as much as possible. I didn't really realize this the first time I was going through. I thought it was just like survive. I wasn't really reading very much into it until I realized how quickly this mode actually ended. But even for not knowing, I somehow managed to finish the mode on time. There it was. Not really my best time, but whatever. For our first time and not knowing what I was doing, whatever. So yeah, now all the modes after that are basically the same. There's about 10 time attack modes, each successively getting harder and harder than the last. So I guess we will just skip over them, except, right here, what I was doing is, for now we're not going to skip over them until I finish this thought. What I did here is I was just changing visuals for each time attack, since time attacks are 1 minute each. So I just changed the visual each time to get that achievement real quick. So if you want a quick way to do it, that's a quick way to do it. Just change the visuals, one for each time attack mode, and you'll be done. Because there's only 8 visual styles to go by, but if you play in each of them, you get an achievement for it. I would just leave the default character animations on for all of these, is what I'm doing. Stupidly right there, I grabbed the middle pack dot, which is the... Wow, I really did do bad back in... looking back. But the object is to leave that middle pack dot for, like, emergencies, but I guess there really wasn't much of an emergency there, considering there was only, 1 minute. Anyway, I'm gonna jump right here to the last time attack. So yeah, here we are in the last time attack mode of Championship 2, the Championship 2 map. Basically there's like, I think it's like 10 or 8 maps in this game, I can't remember which, because the last 2 aren't really, the last 2 maps, quote unquote, that you unlock aren't really maps. Well, I guess half kind of is a map, but it's like half of a map, I don't know, it's weird. And the last map is called Darkness, which is really the other map that you already unlocked, except with no light. So it's kind of weird, and I don't really count it as its own map. But yeah, the last real map you unlock is Championship 1, which is literally the first game. And there you go. There's the all maze visuals achievement. So now skipping ahead to time attack, not time attack, score attack 10 minutes. Moving on to score attack 10 minutes, you can already see that we are 10 speeds now above our quickest in the last score attack mode, because I think this one was set to expert. Yeah, I set this one to expert before I started, I think. Either expert or normal. No, I'm pretty sure normal stops at 40, so pretty sure that we're on expert mode right now. So yeah, as you can see, it's a lot more quick-paced, and this isn't even as fast as it goes. I don't know why it's... Oh, I think it slows down for bombs, actually. I don't think I really noticed that one before. But yeah. So we still have 7 speeds before the max speed of the game. Or at least the max speed of the game as far as I know, because I've never seen it go higher than 50. So here we are, doing our jig. I actually wanted to mention one thing because it was just pissing me off, and I just noticed it now. Apparently IGN claimed some of my videos, or at least the automated video claiming system went off. So that kind of pissed me off. That was an off-topic thing, but I wanted to get that off my chest. So screw you, IGN. Anyway, moving on. As you can see, not even halfway through with this yet, and there's already a humongous ghost trail. This is going to be massive points right here. Actually, there's this one game mode that's actually entirely about seeing how long your longest ghost chain can be, which can actually be pretty fun, because the line that follows you is actually the, oh, that was an epic bomb. But the line that follows you actually is capped at a certain amount. I don't know what the amount is, obviously, because I can't really sit around and count them. But it does cap eventually, and so then what you have to do is you have to be like this, and you have to eat those ghosts like that and just pick them off one by one. At this point in the game, I sort of had an idea of what... That was just a cheap death. That was just stupid. But at this point, I'm pretty sure I had a basic idea of what I was doing. Almost. So, here we go. I really am slowly beginning to run out of things to say, so we're going to jump a bit later on into this game to right... I think we'll jump to right when I hit max speed. So here we go. This is the max speed of the game. This is game speed 50. It's ridiculously fast, as you can probably tell just from looking at it. I don't even need to say that. You can just look at this and be like, wow, he obviously can't even control Pac-Man right now. At this point, I really couldn't control Pac-Man because I wasn't used to it going this fast, even though I played the first game to death. Wow, I just chased him there for a little bit. But even though I played the first game to death, I don't recall it ever really going this fast. Like, you can see I get caught up on a few walls for like a split second there. Yeah, my video just lagged there, so I had no idea what happened, but anyway, as you can see, it's ridiculously fast-paced at this point. It's a bit, like, you watching at home, you probably can't tell, but it takes a bit of getting used to controlling when you're going to the speed. I think at one point I went back to beginner mode just to see what it was like, and going at game speed 1 was the most painful thing ever after going through this. Because then you just have this need to go fast. I mean, I'm sorry. Pac-Man's faster than Sonic here. Wow, I actually got out of that jam. Yeah, once you start playing this game a bit more, you can, like, time those slow moments. Not like that, obviously, otherwise you die. And when you die in this game, your game speed goes down by 10. So now this isn't even the fastest speed. We're back to game speed 40. And I'm going to jump another minute into the future right now. Anyways, yeah, sorry for jumping around so much, but when you have a game like this, there really isn't much to talk. Wow, I jumped right into a death. That was probably the worst spot to jump to. Whatever, I don't really care. Anyway, so yeah, here we go. Not really much time left on the clock, but the only reason I'm really jumping is because I'm running out of things to talk about. And it gives me a bit more ground to work with, because obviously I'm not going to talk for the full 10-minute score attack thing. Let's see, how much is this? The video's been trimmed down to 31 minutes at this point. It's probably going to be even less than that. Like I said, the original cut was just under 45 minutes originally, so I'm saving you guys a bit of time. Of course, if you didn't want anything, you could save time altogether and just be like, I don't want to watch this guy. But that's the finish. 2 million points, just over 2 million points. So there you go. Ghost combo mode is unlocked, which is that mode I told you about. 3 for 65. Or, I'm pretty sure this is 65, yeah. So, all the achievements are already almost done after playing, just a few modes of the game. That was my phone. Please disregard it. So now, what was this? A few of these modes I thought would take probably a while, like that score a million thing, since the last one I got was 500,000, but it turns out if you don't play it on beginner, it's actually relatively easy. Alright, moving on. Alright, so now what we're doing is, I believe, the last time attack mode in Championship 2 map. Basically, it's another 10-minute thing, so I'm probably going to be jumping through it as before, but basically what happens is, the object of this 10-minute objective is to collect 34 apples as quickly as possible. So here we're not even worried about the ghosts. We're not trying to wake them up, because they wake up as you pass them, and that's how they connect onto the line. But we're not even worried about the ghosts here. If they're in the way, I'll eat them, like right there, but we're not really worried about them because score is entirely irrelevant here. As you can see, there's no score counter or anything. So despite the fact that there's scores flying in these bright neon colors, they are completely irrelevant, and we are just trying to find the quickest path possible to the quickest path possible to get all the apples as quickly as possible. As you can see, we're just sticking straight to the dots. I'm not really doubling back for the ghosts to eat them at all. I'm just going right for the dots. Except here, because like I said, it's just a really satisfying feeling. That's the problem with post-commentary. I can't remember what exactly I'm going to do or what's going through my head at the time. I can only guess. I can only think like myself so well, but it's impossible. I don't know. That's why post-commentary really isn't my thing, because I can't accurately describe what's going through my head at that moment. I can only imagine what I'm thinking at this time. But yeah, as you can see from the right and leftmost columns, yeah, like I said, it's a very satisfying feeling getting the apples. If I was playing it right now, though, I probably would have just passed them right by. Basically, for this mode, you have 10 minutes to get all 34 apples, but you don't really need 10 minutes to get all 34 apples. So basically, once you get all 34 apples, like the other modes, it just stops. And you really don't need nearly that much time, except for the later maps. You actually might need all the time that they give you, because they put some traps in there with some clever sleeping ghosts. Wow, that's a lot of ghosts. Yeah, of course, I have to go back, double back, and get them all, just because. Absolutely ridiculous number of ghosts on screen, ever so satisfying. And that's the clear for this level of time attack. Time trial mode, or whatever it's called nowadays. And there's the achievement. Alright, now basically what we're doing is we're doing score attack 5 minutes again with a different skin to freshen things up, but this time we're doing it well, basically we're doing this for the last two achievements, the score 1 million, and of course the go without using a power bomb. So basically that's what we're doing. I'm trying to make this last for as long as possible, except there I just missed it, so the counter reset to 400 there, except not very long, so it's over. Yeah, just missed it there too. As you can see, the power dot stays in them. I don't really like the 3D Pac-Mania type theme. I don't really know why. I just never really took a liking to it that much. But yeah, basically this mode is just score 1 million points and survive. So yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, the majority of the points in this game mainly come from eating ghosts. So the idea for the most part is to string together the longest possible string of ghosts that you possibly can. So, oh boy, I probably die here. I don't know how this one turns out. If I still, oh, so close. I actually almost lived through that one too. Anyway, the main way to quickly get points here, like I said, string together as many ghosts as you can, get as many ghosts as possible on both sides, and then just plow through them. And try to make it last as long as you possibly can. Except that kind of sounded self-explanatory, but whatever. So yeah, over the course of this video, I believe my voice started getting more nasally because apparently there's something at home that I'm having an allergic reaction to that isn't at my school, so that's kind of worrisome that I'm allergic to my house, or at least what was my house. Well, it's still my house, whatever. Dorm room, I'm in almost a little bit less than half the time. But anyway, that's off topic for now. So here we are with more Pac-Mania themed Championship Edition Director's Cut. Didn't quite get the high score there, but I got the achievement for no bombs. So that's good. That is good. The next time I played through this mode, there was a lot more. Basically, I just went out of my way to attract ghosts, and that just did it just like that, because attracting ghosts is so crucial that it just did it incredibly quickly. So I played through that mode one more time with a different visual style. I really like Type G. I don't really like that. Nowadays what I do is I use Type G along with the last character model for Pac-Man, and I think that's a really cool combo personally, but that's what I use because it's my favorite. Anyways, as you can see here, going out of my way to attract ghosts, basically trying to round up all the ghosts I can get. I got a bit better at ghost rounding up since I've been playing this game almost excessively since I've got it, but yeah, basically that's the object. Get as many ghosts as possible, make the pack dots last as long as possible, and you're pretty much guaranteed an amazing score. Of course, not to mention having some actual skill at Pac-Man wouldn't hurt either. So, yeah. So basically, as you can see, 2 minutes left, and we're almost at 600,000. So we're more than on our way to get the million mark here. But what we did right there, I should probably bring up. If you're going to be playing this game, it's not a good idea to chase after the trail of ghosts. You want to eat into them, otherwise it's not going to go very well. It's because then they'll split up. It's a whole big ordeal, and it's basically better just to have them follow you, to just turn around and eat them. That is the best and most practical way to do it. So yeah, but yeah, this game overall, it's incredibly fun. I'm probably going to review this one as it see, there we go. See, now I'm chasing the tail, they're all splitting up, it's terrible. But yeah, the game is, I'm going to be doing a full proper review of the game very, very soon. It'll probably be out, I don't know when it'll be out, but it'll probably be out, a week or so. But if you don't want to wait for a review, let me tell you right now, this game is probably one of the best and finest on Xbox Live Arcade, and more likely than not, I'm going to give this game a 10. I sort of don't like giving games 10s just because the thought of absolute perfection in any game just seems impossible, because there's always places games can be improved, things that they could do. Like here, I'm sure you could think of something you could add, like sending replays over Xbox Live Arcade, something stupid. But point is, there's always places games can be improved, and yeah. But as of right now, its game is more than likely going to get a perfect score, despite the fact that I really don't like calling games perfect. There's the million mark for the score, and about 3 seconds left. Waking up a bunch of ghosts to finish off, and that's the ball game at 1,078,990 as the final score, and that is also the final achievement for the game. So there you go, all 200 gamer score, 12 achievements in under 45 minutes.